Welcome back, and this is our new acquaintance, Degi, and she's a poet. So, Degi, can you tell us what were your first and last poems were about?
Uh, Actually, just first poem would be really difficult uh, answer question to answer, and then just I learned reading at the age of 5, and then I started reading, and as a really spoiled child, sitting at home, staying at home, just reading was just opened completely new world to me. And then also the writing was again another new way to communicate with the outer society. And then just first my younger sister, and then I started writing lines and poems for my grandparents and my parents for any anniversary, birthday, and holidays. And actually they were just pretty little poems, like praising beloved people. And then just about last poems, just mainly these are basically just have the same subject. It's like my view to life, and then also expression towards modern way of life, my own feelings, better say.
Why do you write poetry? Is it for you or is it for other people to read?
Yeah, as I said, writing was my way to communicate with the outer society, because I was just how to say, I was just staying at home and then just going to school and going home back, and then just writing was my own expression to dedicate it to other people. And then later, just as I graduated from the secondary school, and then just when I entered the university, it was completely new world, I would say. And then it was quite difficult for me to accept and communicate with people openly. And then I started to write, and I was also doing lots of translations. And then just I just opened the vocabulary, was such a great word of imagination to express my own self. And then the words are really great, so I just loved the words, and then they helped me to express my own feelings.
We actually have one of your poems here. Perhaps you could read it for us?
Okay. Okay. That's quite short one. Yeah. When the mind darkens, suffering is suppressed, sadness falls on love, and regret dominates. The days of pale light go through me, leaving their shadow, and the mind darkens. Quite dark.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Is a lot of your poetry quite dark?
Yeah. Some people would say that I'm a really pessimist one, but I wouldn't say, because whatever I do, I know that I will succeed, I will achieve my goal. So it's not the way that pessimists would feel. And then so it's like I'm a half pessimist and half optimist, but the way I understand the reason, the meaning of life is quite dark, I would say, because especially this modern way of life, we are losing the right way of living. It's like, and then I just really feel pity about that. And whenever they say it's colorful, it's beautiful life, they are mainly like happen to be a mask, and behind that lots of cheating and wrong ways. So it's like when I just open my eyes and think about this, I just always find the truth behind it, behind everything. So it's like mainly turns to be dark. Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Who's your all-time favorite writer or poet?
Yeah, just now I'm reading for over 20 years. And as I said, I love traditional ones, I said modern ones, and I wouldn't select anybody spectacular, you know, because just I know the ancient ones, the older poets, and I really love their poems. And then there is another young generation of poetry coming in, and then they are introducing another their own way, their own ideas, and I just really love finding their unique thinking, unique imagination. So it would never end, of course. So I wouldn't say just anybody particular. So I would say I praise any poets that has found its own way, own unique, great world of words. Yeah.
Do you find writing poetry in English much harder than writing poetry in Mongolian?
Yeah, just writing is already my everyday life, my part of life. So I'm just thinking about my feelings, and then English, I wouldn't say that it's more difficult, because I got the idea and then just the words just flow in mind. But just to write poems in English, I had to just study a lot, read a lot, and you know, just poetry is just a really great world of words, and you have to feel the words, the real meanings, and maybe just being a native speaker, one would write really great poems, but I just truly feel the words, the real meanings inside it. So I just hope my poems that I write in English would
Convey your ideas.
yeah, convey my ideas, and also the native speakers would like it. Yeah.
Well, I like it for one. It certainly puts our own poetry to shame.
Thank you. That's too much.
So how did you learn English?
So I graduated. At first, I really wanted to learn English, and then my father just registered me to the German language class at the secondary school. So I had to study German language for 5 years, and then I just really fell in love with German language. And then at the university, I wanted to study more the German language as a professional kind of level. And then just my sisters registered me in the English class, and I refused it, but I had to go. And then the first 2 years, I hated speaking English because my English teachers laughed at me, and then they were like asking, "Are you a Kazakh?" Because I had the real German accent, and they laughed at me, and it was a shame for me to speak English. So the first 2 years at the university, I just refused to speak. Whenever I had to speak, I just asked the teacher to write down and then give it to her. And then the last 2 years, I was just listening to the English-speaking radios, and then also I just listened to the English songs, and I had to just talk to myself aloud, and then also listening, and also again having some practice to speak. So I think it's quite improved now. Yeah.
Do you also write in your poetry in German?
Some of them. But just I have the feeling that in Mongolian language I would write whatever I want, and then in English also I can write freely, and then in German sometimes the subject that I write seems like don't really fit. So I have the feeling, so just some selected ones I write in German.
So thank you for accepting our invitation to come to our show.
Yeah. Thank you for inviting me too.
Thanks a lot. It's been a pleasure to meet you.